about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I would outgrow this feeling. It seems my dream won't go away, so it's more like...
Hello, welcome, Devil Sniper here, and today I'm bringing you episode number 11 of our career mode with Frankfurt. And as you can see, we are swapping up the formation. We're going with a 4-2-2 formation. The boys came to me and said, look, boss, you know, we've tried the 4-3-3, we've tried the 4-2-3-1, we've tried the 4-1-2-1-2. We're not dominating possession, we're not creating enough chances. Can we try a 4-2-2-2? We've been working on it all week. We're going to test it out, see if we can get the best out of Hakan and Nui. We're going to put Kladlak up top with Jimenez and hopefully try and create something and get us on that winning streak, because we really need to start accelerating and getting the points on the board. Otherwise, we could finish outside the top 6 at the end of the season, which is very worrying. We are entering the January transfer window, as you know. We've just seen Alexander leave because, essentially, I don't need him. He's just not in my plans, and that's essentially because of Kempf. If anyone is to blame, Mark Oliver Kempf is, because the boy's just showing so much ability. He's broken into the first team at a period of time when Zambrano got injured. And when he was back fit, he kept him out of the side. Such is the ability of the young lad. So I'm quite happy with what depth I have in the back line. Kladlak, as you saw, sent me an email asking for more money. I know a few people might be like, why are you giving him a contract extension? Because the boy's got potential. Yes, a goal every 6.5 games is not impressive by any stretch of the imagination. The boy has potential, he has pace, he has ability. I firmly believe in the next, say, 7 games, he ends up with 5 goals. We will see him go on and hit new heights and score for fun. I really believe that. We've just got to give him the belief. That's all he lacks, is that little bit of belief. Now, you can see that I'm going to take a huge risk. Zaza is a player that we approached in the summer. We were told, hands off, he's not going anywhere. Well, things have changed in Italy. Things have changed in a big way. He's been having bust-ups with the manager, bust-ups with the fans on Twitter. He's been having a crack at some of the players. You know, reports have come out that he's more interested in going out drinking and spending his hard-earned cash on booze and birds. Well, you know, I'm going to step in. If I can get a deal out of this, I feel I can turn this lad around. He's got potential. The boy is a fantastic little player. I just hope that I can get the best out of him. It's a huge risk at the end of the day, but I'm prepared to stick my neck on that chopping board and say to the board, look, have faith in me, believe in me. I will deliver top 6 if we secure his signature. So at this moment in time, it's down to the board. If they sanction the move, and obviously the Italian club say, yeah, you know, we'll accept it, then we could be having Zaza representing Frankfurt, which I feel will be fantastic, but we'll just have to wait and see. You did see the league table. How is that league table looking to you? Do you still believe we can make the European slot? Do you believe we can make Europe, or do you think we're going to finish in a mediocre position, which is sort of 8th, 9th, 10th? That's my fear. If I don't get this right, and I don't motivate the lads, and I don't get the tactics right, we could finish in mid-table mediocrity, and that would be just unbelievably awful. It really would. A great save there by Trappy, but the one thing that's been troubling me all season with our backline, as much as I love Obzipka and Jung, Zambrano and Bamber Anderson, they give away sloppy free kicks, and we can't afford to do that. As Jimenez plays a beautiful ball over the top, Kladlak takes it on his chest. The boy's got to relax. You can see that he was tense taking that ball, and it just bounced off, hence why we didn't get a goal there. But a beautiful ball over top by Kladlak into Jimenez, holding off the centre-back, and he does what he does best. Sticks it in the back of the net like an absolute goal-scoring cyborg machine. I sometimes actually have to pinprick him just to see that he is human, because I honestly think at times the boy is a cyborg sent back from time to save my managerial career. Such as his ability. He's just absolutely astounding. Absolutely astounding. He really does surprise me and amaze me how good he is. The papers have been reporting that he's the next Ibrahimovic. You know, he doesn't have the technical ability of Ibrahimovic, Zatalan, but he does have the power, the finishing, the technique to a degree. You know, he's a great passer. He may not have all the skills, but overall he's just absolutely world class, and it's a high accolade for him. Hopefully it won't go to his head and he'll keep scoring. That's all I want him to do, is just keep scoring. We finished the first half leading 1-0 thanks to that Jimenez goal, which was absolutely beautiful, an absolutely sensational goal. The boy is just, I could rave about him all day. I honestly think at this moment in time, if I put a figure on it, say 23 goals, he will go and score 23 goals just to spite me. Let me know how many goals you think he's going to get by the end of the season, as Nui gave the ball away. Trying to roulette in your own half is really goddamn awful. And you can see Brunswick make a break. And if it wasn't for Trappy coming out there and making a huge save. We could have been drawing 1-1. And I'll tell you what, if that had happened, Annunaki would have been hauled off that pitch, I tell you, because I'm not impressed with that. The boys have got to keep their concentration as Cladlac plays a beautiful ball into Annunaki. Annunaki just opens up his body, spreads the ball into Jimenez. Jimenez with a first touch that is just awful. A heavy first touch. And that's the one thing that I love about Jimenez. It makes me understand that he is only a human, that he's not this cyborg that I seem to have a fascination with, and he's not a goal-scoring machine. Even though he actually is a goal-scoring machine. It's nice to see him make the odd error, which is really bad when you're the manager of a team and you want your player to make an error. Such as his ability, it just astounds me. Brunswick did really push us at the end of that second half. They really started to come on strong. They kept the ball really well, and I feel we were quite lucky to get away with a 1-0, especially after Annunaki giving that ball away. If you're going to try roulette, do it in the final third. Don't do it in your own half. It's just not the proper or appropriate place to do it. So I will be having words with him, and we will be working on his technique in training, to be honest. So as you can see, the Italians have come back and said, you know what, we'll take you the player, we'll take your 5.4 million. You go and do a deal with him. Now, as I said, this is a big, big, big risk. The board have sanctioned it. They've given me the money to do it. The board believe in me, and hopefully it will pay off. Hopefully it will pay off. We'll just have to wait and see. As you can see, we have changed the team up. We've had to change it up because games are coming thick and fast now. In the early part of the season, which I loved about the Bundesliga, is the fact that games were spread out. We always had a nice fit team. The games are now coming a little bit quicker. You know, the fixture list is looking a little bit more congested and we're having to rotate people. But, you know, I've got faith in the boys. You know, Sonny has broken into the team. He's absolute revelation. He is such a quality youngster. He really is. But as you see, early doors, Zaha with the fake shot, cutting inside into the penalty box, sticks it on his left foot, which is obviously his stronger foot. Couldn't get the shot away. It was just blocked. The cross is beautiful. Jimenez just misread the flight of that cross, unfortunately. Otherwise, he could have been looking at scoring yet another goal. But a beautiful ball swished out to Obzipka. Obzipka gently floats it in. And who is there? Oh my days, it is Jimenez. 1 minute he's misreading across, the next minute he's pounding it into the back of the net to say, do you know what? I can score and I will score for fun. Because that's the way I roll. He's just sensational. Some really poor defending there. But Zambrano comes across, picks the ball up, then loses it, which is just not on. You've got to distribute the ball as soon as you can. And as you can see, Hertha Berlin were putting us under a great deal of pressure. Again, Hertha Berlin with a nice ball over the top. Poor defending again from Zambrano. Trappy with the save, and the follow-up rebound is slotted home after 20 minutes to make it 1-1. And a little bit of disrespect there from the Hertha Berlin forward, shushing our home fans, which is you know, a little bit disrespectful, but that's the nature of the game. The ball fed into Zaha. Zaha just misreads the situation. You know, he tried a little trick, and that's something I like to see, but not in those situations. You've got to be a little bit more, you know, more up for it. And as you see there, his pace and power is sensational. Always hurrying, always hassling the defenders. His work rate is phenomenal. The boy has got a good work rate, which did worry me because the reports from Italy is that he's a lazy player and he was more interested in, you know, spending his euros on the birds and beer, etc. And that did worry me. But the week I've had him, I can't believe that's the way he is. I just don't think their manager or the club or the players or the fans showed him any love, which, you know, at Frankfurt, we're a big family and we will show love. And at this moment in time, he's showing that I made a good investment. He's doing the business. He's working hard. And that's all I ever want from my players. It's for them to work hard and give me 110% on that pitch. I want nothing left on that pitch at the end of the day. It's that simple. You come in, giving me 110% and we've lost, fair dues. You come and give me 80% and we lose because you make a mistake, I'm going to freaking destroy you. It's that simple. And as you can see, the second half started and it was all Hertha Berlin. They were just applying so much pressure. Annunaki reading a fantastic ball there. You can see that the defender was just going to just dwell on the ball. So he read the situation fantastically. He couldn't get the cross in, which was disappointing. But again, Hertha Berlin coming straight back at us. And what do? We concede yet again a sloppy free kick. And it's Zambrano going across, leaning into the player. I do feel this is a harsh free kick because both players are leaning in shoulder to shoulder. That to me is not a foul. The referee deems it to be a foul. Great save by Trappy. He then tries to rush out to reclaim the ball. And unfortunately, the striker or the centre forward, I should say, just heads the ball over the top of him. Runs away, shushing the crowd again. And we slump to a defeat, which is just not good. We lose 2-1 to Hertha Berlin. And I've got to say, I am hugely disappointed with the performance in the second half. In the first half, I wasn't best impressed. But in the second half, we just didn't raise our levels. We really did lack a little bit of guile in the centre of the park. Our balls were just awful. There was no creativity. And to be honest with you, it hurts me to say it, but we deserved to lose. And we did 2-1, which is not on. We're now going to finish up the transfer window. As you can see, I'm not really interested in buying anybody. I've got the player I want. The board haven't really left me too much money. We get an offer from Bamba Anderson. And to be honest with you, I don't want to sell any of my players. No, I'm very happy with the team I have. I'm happy with my squad. Don't get me wrong, if you gave me 50 million, I could add a few players. But to be honest with you, I'm extremely happy with my squad. I have belief and faith in the team I have at this moment in time that we can go on and deliver the European slot. We've got a lot to put right in training, as you saw from the last 2 games. We've still got a lot to work on at the end of the day. It's going to be a hard struggle because the Bundesliga is not a pushover league. It's full of quality, bloody teams. But I believe we can put it right. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch you later.
I used to dream about cars and things, about being a star and things. I thought that I would